Thank you. Feeling good, feeling older, feeling wiser. That's it.
Health-wise, how are you feeling?
Say it again.
Health-wise, how are you feeling?
Feeling good.
Minkah, you think you're going to play Sunday?
We're going to find out Sunday. It's something I got to take day to day. Something I definitely don't want to rush back from. Like I said, we'll see what Sunday looks like. See how I feel Sunday.
Is it a worry because it's internal organs and you don't know what could potentially happen if you kind of rush back too soon?
Nah, that's not really the worry. The doctor told me I can't really do too much damage to that. That's going to heal pretty quickly on its own. The worry is where they cut open. They cut through muscle, obviously, to get into your stomach. So you just want to make sure that that's healed properly before you get out there and go full speed.
When you first like last Sunday, what were you feeling like last Sunday when you got here?
What are you talking about? To the stadium?
Yeah, I mean, you came to a game the day after surgery. That's a little late difference.
That was fine. I mean, obviously I was feeling it, but now I wanted to go out there and support my teammates.
When did your symptoms start? What were you feeling?
It was Thursday night. I just felt full, but like lower in my belly. Friday I practiced, I was fine. Saturday did walk through, I was fine. And the only reason why I told the trainers was because I couldn't use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to talk about that in front of the cameras, but I couldn't use the bathroom, and I went. They gave me medicine to go. I went, and then I still felt the pain, that full feeling. So I had to they told me I should get scanned. And I went and got scanned, and it was on the operating table 20 minutes later.
Did you have any idea at the time, appendix or?
No, I just thought it was bubble guts, gas, whatever.
Minkah, what you make of Kazee filling in for you?
Kazee, he's a great player, man. I love playing with him. I will practicing with him. I haven't gotten to play with him yet, but I'm excited to see what it looks like with both of us, all three of us, out there making plays. He plays the game. Like, he never has a bad day. You know what I'm saying? He's full of energy, full of excitement, brings passion to the game. So I like playing with Kazee a lot.
Is it kind of good to have, I mean, you're kind of a more reserved guy. You got a couple guys in your group that are a little more reserved. Is it kind of good to have a dude like that in the group?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I feel like I'm very animated and active on the field, but off the field, you need somebody that's going to pick you guys up and get the hooting and hollering when need be.
Is he part of that group? Is he the leader of that group? I mean, Kazee, the guy that the hype man?
We got a couple hype men. Yeah.
Cam was calling you grumpy.
Grumpy?
Yeah. You okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, it is with everybody. I'm just a quiet dude, keep to myself, handle my business, but I wouldn't say I'm grumpy.
If you play something, I mean, can you load it up with padding on there, or what?
Honestly, I don't think padding would do too much because, like I said, it's the muscle that they cut. So it's more the twisting and the turning and stretching up and down and stuff like that aggravates it. The doctor said that if I would play, he doesn't think padding would do too much.
How did it come out of today? How did it feel after doing a workout?
It's pretty good. Obviously, you feel it. A few days off of surgery off the table, so you feel it. But you just want to keep working. And like I said, once Sunday comes around, we'll see how I feel.
Minkah, you had one of your best games against the Bengals that first week. If you can't play, how much can you help Kazee out there and let him know what you've seen?
I think I can help him out a lot. I've been playing them for the past 4 seasons, twice a year, so we're familiar with them. There hasn't been a whole lot of turnover in the receivers and quarterback and offense. So there's a lot that I can offer.
Whether it's guys with pre-existing conditions or concussions, Mike Tomlin has talked a lot about protecting players from themselves sometimes, going out of his way to be that leader for you guys. What have his conversations been like with you so far, trying, not rushing you back, stuff like that?
Yeah, he's just telling me to be smart, to be honest with myself. And he told me if I can't play 110%, then there's no point in me being out there and hurt myself and not giving my full self.
Thanks, Minkah.
Cam, you think you guys solved some things last week?
We'll see. Every week there's a different challenge, and it's not assuming that just because we did last week, it's going to get done this week. We have to get better and keep trying to get better at our craft.
Without Jamar Chase, is Joe Mixon the guy that you guys really have to key on, especially that last game you saw what he did?
They got a multitude of weapons. You got obviously, Jamar Chase is a great player, but Joe Mixon, he starts with the run game, and he can be a factor out of the backfield. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst, those guys are all electric and, can really fill up a stat sheet. So we got to make sure we take our assignments well, and then Joe Burrow can scramble as well. So when he does pass the ball, we got to make sure we affect him, but we can't give up rush lanes as well.
What makes Mixon so good?
Man, he's looking to really punish secondary. He's not shying away from contact. He's got good balance. You really got to wrap up well with him.
Do you think you guys found something against Burrow? I mean, you were the one that actually threw him off this game early on, I think, right?
I don't know. You have to ask him. But, with that, I feel like the competitor in him is like, that's not going to happen again. And for us, what can we do to sustain that and make sure that he feels uncomfortable in the pocket?
Where's their offensive line now, as opposed to when you saw it game one? I know it was really reconfigured in the offseason.
Yeah.
On tape, does it look like it has coalesced some since then?
They've definitely settled down. I think they've gotten some newer pieces in, so I think all of them just working together has been better. They've been more cohesive. And they're coming off a bye, so that's always big. And they may try some things, so we got to be ready.
Specifically, what makes Burrow a challenge? What does he do? That's cleaned out.
He's even keel. Even if you do fluster him, he's still going to give you a shot. And then I just think he's deceptively mobile. He does a great job of, shrugging off defenders. If you look back at the New Orleans game, he had a really good run where it looked like everything was, bottled up, and then he found a way to get out of it, scored a touchdown. And there were just a lot of plays like that throughout the season. So, you really got to make sure you really bottle him up, keep him in the pocket, because he can beat you with his feet as well as arm.
With the run defense against the Saints, what did you see why did it work so well?
Just assignment football. Guys in the right gaps, guys getting off blocks, and it took more than one guy getting to the tackle. We understand we're not going to play perfect football, but when we do, it's about guys getting off blocks and covering up those mistakes.
Did it help you had all your front seven was all healthy? One of the rare times.
I don't even know if the front seven was healthy because Miles didn't play. So, there's always something, but, it's about guys just understanding that we got to be better when we're out there.
Burrow also said, I guess he said he's not going to throw 4 picks again. That was an anomaly for him. Do you guys kind of take that as a challenge or just expect that from a confident quarterback?
I don't think quarterback thinks they're going to throw 4 picks again. Man, I was mad we didn't make it 5 picks. I was thinking that one was for me. But, we want to give sacks instead of picks. How about that? But, I think going forward, he's not going to give us those opportunities. We got to make those opportunities. And it's about seizing those opportunities.
Cam, how impressed were you without Miles, without Minkah, the communication you guys had defensively without 2 big pieces in the middle?
Yeah, I think it goes back to everybody stepping up. Rob Spillane, the D-line communicating with the outside linebackers, the secondary, Terrell Edmonds, multiple guys communicating to make sure we were on the same page. A guy like Cam Sutton, who's in the nickel spot sometimes, has to be able to communicate with so many different roles, and he's always asking for it. So, it's a multitude of guys making sure we can communicate.
Out there in a couple weeks?
I'm just excited, just being away from the game for a couple. I think does a few things to you, so it's excited to get my feet back on the field and get right and get with it.
It has to be frustrating for you because you were just coming along at that point before you got injured.
Yeah, it was a little frustrated, but it's God's timing always. So just stick to the plan that everybody had in place for me, and just stick to that, and just kept working.
When you do come back, how much do you think you can help this defense?
As much as possible. I'm ready to do whatever it is, and I'm hungry.
What have you been doing as you've been out, not able to be on the field, but maybe trying to stay sharp, just mentally? What have you been doing?
Just sticking in the playbook, being in meetings when I need to, just being on time, just still talking to guys, still trying to learn stuff. Even if I'm not on the field, I can see it from a different perspective now. So being able to see what they see and then actually see it is going to change the game.
Are you 100% yet?
Yeah, I am. I'm close.
How did the injury happen? What took place?
Honestly, I would just say during the Bills game, I really don't know. Honestly, I just know that I just needed surgery and I had to get it done.
What do they need to see from you, I guess, to feel confident that the active roster?
I feel like just need to see me just be able to, constantly be able to go throughout reps and not be tired and just, be able to ball out and just be myself completely on the field.
Where did you feel like you progressed the most from when you got here to when you got hurt?
I would definitely say just being able to know what's happening before it's happening, what's about to come to you, just trusting myself and, my instincts, just being able to believe in those.
Did you feel like the speed of the game, you kind of caught up?
Yeah. I feel like I never felt like the speed of the game was too fast for me. Just felt like there was a few things that was different that I had to adjust with, and felt like I did that for the most part.
What have you learned walking on or being on the sidelines?
Like I said, just seeing everything from a different perspective. So when you're talking to like T.J. Watt or Cam and Heyward, and you ask them the things that they see, the things that they go through, and you actually see it before the play happens, and you're like, okay, I see it now.
Do you have any history of knee injuries? Anything you can lean on in this experience, or is this brand new to you?
I would say, so my freshman year at A&M, I had tore my lateral meniscus in my left knee. The only difference is that I had it repaired, so I was out for a whole entire spring. So I would say that this experience is a lot easier.
Did they just trim it this time instead of repairing it?
Yeah, just trimmed it.
And how does that feel?
Oh, it feels fine. Yeah, it feels good.
When they said you had to have surgery, though, did you think, bad or?
Nah, just knowing the circumstances and what exactly was about to happen those next couple of days, and talking to the doctor, I felt very confident. And my after surgery, so as soon as surgery happened, I was just ready to get back to work.
Did you initially try to play through it? Because I think if I remember correctly, you practiced once or twice, and then you ended up going out with the surgery.
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening exactly, so I was just getting treatment, practicing. So as soon as that happened, it was like, okay, now it's time to really go get it checked out.
But just what had surprised you maybe about the NFL that you didn't expect coming in?
Everything's pretty much expected. I've got a lot of older guys that was also at A&M that helped lead me into this process. Got agents and all that also talked to me about the daily day of being an NFL player. So I just listened and comprehended and just took it all in, and now I was just putting everything to play.